It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here in San Antonio, the Tower of the Americas, standing 750 feet tall in the center of Hemisphere Park. Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. A quick trip here for the Rockets, just one game away before heading back to Houston. A great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
This is a special matchup. I mean, we got here tonight. 2 rival franchises, a lot of history between the two, and some bad blood. So let's just see how all this adds up in terms of drama.
And, guys, I think if you ask them, as far as they're concerned, this game counts twice in the standings. I mean, it carries that kind of weight. It really holds that kind of significance for both of them.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. They've got Fresh, Paul out there with Gordon. Then there's Kufus, and it's Mickey in at the 4. Now here's Paul. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Portland. Outside Gordon. Houston moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mickey. And an air ball on that one. Way off. On defense, Houston, fresh from a win against Portland.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, Greg, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
San Antonio with the ball. Outside Leonard, 6 on the shot clock. From outside, off the mark. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Leonard with the steal. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. They kick it out to Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Paul outside. Here's the screen. Gordon against Parker. Pass to Kufus. To the wing on the left. Paul for 3. The Rockets with another miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Parker dishes to Aldridge. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting. We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Paul against Green. Kufus. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Paul. Green with the block. And they're moving it up. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Green.
really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here is Paul, following the score by Tony Parker. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mickey, up and in from the low block.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on an 11-2 run. Valanciunas with a screen on Paul. And Valanciunas penetrating. No luck.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Paul outside. Almost, but it rolls out. Spurs leading by 6. Parker kicks to Green. Valanciunas passes to Parker. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. And Fresh picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Houston on D. Stolen by Gordon. Stolen by Gordon. And here's Valanciunas. 9 points last game. Ejected by Kufis. Here's Fresh. He's covered by Leonard. Fresh, the pass to Paul. Here's Fresh. All alone. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
It's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Leonard dishes to Aldridge. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Mills, he's checked in for Tony Parker. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Nance is checked in. There's a good screen. Nance a screen. The 11-footer can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And so it's Houston with it, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Paul goes in. Here's Fresh. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Fresh has got his first points of the night. And the Spurs with possession. 11-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them. You know, he operates so well close to the bucket. There's nothing he likes more than seeing an opening inside.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Here's Paul after the basket by San Antonio. The Rockets again can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Green kicks to Valanciunas. And here's Mills for three. And again, it's San Antonio. With a three.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Satoransky, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Sessions checked in for Paul. Here's Satoransky, loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Mills with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pick by Lee. Lock at 6. And there's the pass to Mills. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail by 13. We've got 1:55 left in the first. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Nice open look, but it's no good. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Mills can't hit.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
It's blocked. Outside Gasol. The rebound by Anderson.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
For the three. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Mills. 9 points last game out. Gasol a screen. Mills passes to Gasol. And Anderson slams it in.
Could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Now here's Sessions. 17 points for him last game against Portland. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Sessions.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
On the wing, Nance. And Satoransky kicks to Sessions. Feeds it to Anderson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. For Houston, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Anderson. 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The three from Mills. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in,
when your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball. Or handball. Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Parker. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Sessions doing a nice job that time.
Spurs leading by 13. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Leonard. And it's good in the assist by Parker. 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And Valanciunas penetrating.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Parker against Sessions. Now the feed to Nance. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got his third rebound tonight.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He was intent on running the offense through Chris Paul. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Kufis. 9 points last game out. Shot clock at 2. Over Green. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 8 points for Chris Paul.
How sweet was that? Honey sweet. Paul with great form.
Aldridge a screen. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. And the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good off.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's tipped and stolen by Aldridge. And Parker with a clear path to the hoop.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
Paul kicks to Kufis, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Mickey following the score by Tony Parker. Paul outside. Up top, Kufis. 5 to shoot. Gordon the pass to Fresh. The three-pointer no good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort. Folks, they've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's Gordon following the score by Tony Parker. Gordon with it. Now Green defending. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Houston.
The Rockets. Ryan Anderson.
On defense, San Antonio. There's the pick. Paul is doubled. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fresh. The Rockets with another miss.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Screened by Valanciunas. He kicks it to Green. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter, Greg, and they're really cooking now, actually cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is. Fire!
Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Pau Gasol's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker. Ball outside from the line, and he drops that one in. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Leonard with a screen on Paul. Mills dishes to Leonard, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Loved the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Here's Anderson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Now, here's Aldridge. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders. At small forward, Kawhi Leonard on top.
He is a pest out there on the wing. One slip of concentration, one careless pass, and he'll be going the other way.
Well, the combo of quickness and smarts is what he's got. I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to come up with another small forward who makes as much of an impact with his defense as he does.
Paul, and the rejection by Leonard. And they're moving it up. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Green gets to Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And while we got a chance, look at some numbers for Leonard. Averaging 33 points, just over 3 steals, and 5 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Now here's Paul. 10 points for him. In the corner, it's Gordon. Pass to Mickey. And some nice passing there by Houston. 4 on the clock. Pulls from the top of the key. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Mills passes to Leonard. He dishes it to Mills. Gasol kicks to Leonard. He feeds it to Aldridge. From 7, misses off the left iron.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
He's covered by Leonard. The 10-footer. And the rejection by Leonard. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
Houston making some changes. Nancy's checked in for Mickey. Satoransky comes in for Eric Gordon. And Sessions subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here's Mills. The wide open look for Gasol, and the 3-ball is good. Gasol's got 6.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And look here now, Kevin, at how the Rockets are stacking up as we get this season underway in the NBA stats. 8th in free throw percentage, 8th in fewest turnovers per game. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
Yeah, and getting back to their free throw percentage, you know, it might seem like a small thing, but sometimes it's those little things that can put a team over the top.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Sessions. No luck. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Lee with the block. Now here's Mills. He's guarded close to the inside. And the jam by David Lee.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Now here's Sessions, covered by Mills. Now Sessions. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Gasol with the steal. Here's Mills. And the layup falls. Mills has got 6 in the quarter.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at them on that possession.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lee left side. Shot clock at 5. Anderson outside. High post try. Can't hit. And through one half, it has.
Well, David, obviously a very strong first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Leonard playing extremely well. He has 14 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
So on the floor for Houston, Chris Paul is out there with Gordon. Then it's Fresh. Then there's Kufis. And it's Mickey in at the power forward. Now here's Leonard. Parker with a clean look. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here's Gordon. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Parker. Dishes to Aldridge. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Back to Aldridge. Outside Leonard. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Off the screen. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Parker after the Rockets pick up 3. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Aldridge, no one around him. And the Spurs scoring again.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Paul outside. Pass to Mickey. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Parker's shot is off. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Back to Paul.
Gordon.
Here's Mickey, guarded by Valanciunas. Nice feed from Valanciunas. To the middle. It's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Fresh. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Parker got a hand on it. Gordon against Green. Gordon dishes to Paul. Can't hit. Great D that time from Green. San Antonio's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Kept alive. Here's Valanciunas, and Houston gets called for the foul. Here's Leonard. He's got 14. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Good ball movement. You put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Aldridge a screen. It's Parker with the drive. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Parker. 12 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
The Rockets shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Paul outside. Pass to Gordon. Back to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up. High post. Nice jump shot. Good. Paul's got 14 points for the game.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 14, and it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Aldridge. And Valanciunas kicks to Aldridge. Rejected by Kufis. Paul goes in. Mickey. That is good. Mickey's got 4 this quarter.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
San Antonio calls timeout. Houston making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Spurs leading by 23. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aldridge. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Aldridge has got 14 points.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Kufis the pass to Gordon. And that one's good.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Now here's Parker. 9 points in the game so far. Screened by Valanciunas. It's stolen by Nance. Paul against Parker. Paul kicks to Nance. 9 feet out. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Leonard.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Paul goes in. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now here's Parker. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And count it, 2 points for the chance. For one more at the free throw line.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And some changes here for the Spurs. Pau Gasol has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Lee comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Here's Sessions. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. Makes it off the glass. Anderson's got 9.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Spurs leading by 23. Now the dish to Mills. Screen by Lee. Gasol passes to Leonard. Flees off the pick and hammers it home.
Lee with a solid pick that time.
Here's Sessions. The kick out to Anderson. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Leonard draws the double. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Satoransky kicks to Sessions. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Satoransky, no good. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Nance a screen. The kick out to Anderson. From outside, off the mark.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Now here's Mills. He's got 9. 6 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Gasol goes back up. The shot is off. Houston's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Satoransky gets the bucket.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Left side, Gasol. Back to Leonard. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
And for Houston, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Nance a screen with the teardrop. David Lee comes up with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And for Houston, their shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Out to Sessions, uncovered. Jump shot is good that time. Sessions has got his second bucket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Picked by Lee. Now here's Mills. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Leonard. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Now here's Sessions. Fast break opportunity here. And the rejection by Leonard. Gets it off. No good on the buzzer beater. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's San Antonio running away with it. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And so it's San Antonio with it. David Lee is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Mills. Then there's Anderson. That's the San Antonio 5.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. And 2 shots come up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Gasol kicks to Green. Back to Gasol. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Tony Parker's checked in for San Antonio. That free throw good from Gasol. And here is Paul. There's the screen. Pass to Mickey. No luck. And the Spurs going the other way now. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Anderson. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
So it's the Spurs now. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Green against Paul. Lets it go from 11. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
Now here's Parker. Lee, a screen on Paul. To the paint. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Parker. Parker's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Kicks it to Kufis. Paul outside. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Good on the shot.
Chris Paul has got that hot hand going.
San Antonio with the ball. Parker outside. Inside. And the jam by David Lee.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Now here's Paul. Mickey. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on David Lee.
That's his first personal foul at the line for the Spurs.
He misses the free throw. That one misses. Spurs leading by 23. Here's Parker. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Paul. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Aldridge comes in for Lee. And it's D in for Tony Parker. Houston also making some changes. Derek Williams checked in for Fresh. Williams comes in for Eric Gordon. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Chris Paul. Aston Murray. Down low, Aldridge. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? He has 14 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Fresh is checked in for Williams. Gordon comes in for Williams. And Sessions subbed in for Shane Larkin.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
First free throw is good. The Spurs making a switch here. Berton is checked in, so he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way out.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
It's good on the putback.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Murray gets to Gasol. Now the pass to Aldridge. Back to Gasol. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Shoots from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
San Antonio with the ball. Following the score by Houston. The little short-range fadeaway off target. Sessions with it. Feeds to Gordon. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Muscles through traffic and lays it in.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Here's Mickey. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got 6 assists here tonight. San Antonio leading by 23. Here's Murray. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
Here's Kufis. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here's Murray. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Murray kicks to Gasol. Here's Bertanis. Sinks the triple.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
There's the pick. Here's Sessions. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Passes it to Bertans. The feed now to Aldridge. And it's blocked. Now Sessions. Houston moving the ball around. To the left side wing. Releases from 15. And it's Houston with another.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. For the Rockets, Anderson comes in for Kufis, and Zedaransky subbed in for Gordon. Spurs leading by 22. Screen by Valanciunas. Valanciunas with a screen on Sessions. Fires for 3. No good.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Now, here's Anderson. 5 on the clock. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
That free throw, no good. Kufis checked in for Ryan Anderson. Good on the second free throw. Spurs leading by 21. Anderson passes to Bertans. Back to Anderson. He kicks it to Valanciunas. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Sessions, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Screened by Valanciunas. Here's Hoffman. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Hoffman. He dishes it to Anderson, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Sessions. Tight defense on him. Shot from 12. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
But they simply ran him off the court.
It was all about the transition game. Fast break points, the difference.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the player.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Kawhi Leonard. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Satoransky. Dishes to Nance. From 13, it's tipped. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's the dish to Valanciunas. Nance with some nice D.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Nance a screen. And Satoransky kicks to Anderson. The Rockets with another miss. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin.
LaMarcus, it looked like the team and
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the present. Kawhi Leonard. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.